My child, stay right here because what I am about to reveal is no ordinary whisper. It is a pulse from heaven itself, rushing like fire through your soul, striking your heart in a way you cannot ignore. This is why you were chosen, why your eyes were guided to these very words, and why every second matters more than the last. Do not look away, my child. For if you look away now, you may never grasp the thread I have woven into your destiny. Already, the unseen world has shifted because you opened your spirit to this message, and the light has broken through cracks you thought were permanent. You must understand there are divine moments and then there are eternal seals. This moment is not only divine, it is sealed with a command that cannot be revoked. Every heartbeat you feel right now carries a signal, and it is drawing you toward the miracle I promised would unfold. My child, heaven itself leans close as I speak this into your spirit. You may not hear thunder, but the vibration will move through you. You may not see lightning, but the flash will cross your inner vision, awakening something that has slept for too long. There is a reason Archangel Michael bows his presence near you tonight. His wings have already been stretched over your home, not in silence, but in protective command. And as he shields you, he also whispers your name before the throne of fire because your life is marked for transformation. This is why you cannot delay, why you cannot skip, and why you cannot scroll past as if this is just another sound in the storm. It is not the storm, my child. It is the hand that parts the storm and reveals the hidden path only you are meant to walk. Do you feel the weight in your chest? That pressure is not fear, it is the intensity of what has been activated inside you. It is the pulse of your inheritance, the echo of promises that were spoken before your birth, and now rise to be claimed. My child, everything that has resisted you is trembling. Every unseen wall that tried to block you is already cracking. This is why you feel the stir, the miracle is close, closer than your breath, closer than the shadows you once thought were too heavy to lift. The heavens are aligned in silence right now, waiting for your agreement. They are not waiting for your neighbor, nor your enemies, nor for the ones who doubted you. They are waiting for you, the chosen vessel, the one marked by fire and oil. Do not let your thoughts wander. Do not allow distractions to steal what is pouring over you at this very moment. If you stay here, if you hold your heart open, the miracle will not pass you by. It will be planted directly into your life. My child, there are hands in the unseen that have tried to write your ending before its time. But what they scribbled in shadows has already been erased by light. You were not brought here for defeat, you were brought here for revelation. The next 2 minutes of your life will not be like any that came before. Every sound will carry meaning. Every breath will be counted. Every moment will carry the fragrance of change. You cannot treat this as common because nothing about you is common. Even as you read, my child, a river of divine current moves beneath your feet. You may not see the river, but you are standing on its banks, and the water is rising with promise. This current will sweep away what was never meant to remain and leave only what belongs to you, your tears, your long nights, your silent cries. None have been ignored. They were gathered, they were measured, and they were stored. Now they are being poured back as oil pressed into the soil of your destiny so that something new can grow. My child, can you feel the trembling in your spirit? It is not weakness, it is awakening. What was numb is alive again. What was silent is speaking again. What was lost is calling you back. And Archangel Michael himself has been commanded to stand guard at this turning point. His sword is drawn not against you, but against everything that tried to steal what you were promised. That is why you feel the edge of urgency. It is his blade cutting through barriers. The promise is this, my child, you will not walk into this next season alone. You will not stumble through shadows wondering if heaven has forgotten your name. You will walk with fire at your feet and oil dripping from your head. Do not doubt, for doubt is a thief. Do not shrink back, for shrinking only feeds the shadows. Stand in this moment with an open heart, for heaven is pressing closer with each passing breath. Already, signs are moving toward you. In the coming days, you will see confirmations that cannot be denied. A name will surface. A dream will replay. A moment will repeat itself. And you will know it was never random. It was never coincidence. My child, you are entering the unveiling. The veil is being lifted. The curtain is being drawn back. And what was hidden in silence will shout in light. You cannot stop this. It has already been ordered. Stay alert, my child, for distractions will come like whispers, like noises on the edge of your hearing. But you must not bend to them, for they come only to pull you away from what heaven is releasing. Do not be deceived. This miracle is not waiting for a perfect day or a perfect setting. It is unfolding right here, right now, in the ordinary air around you. The divine does not wait for stage lights, it ignites in silence. You have long been targeted, but not in the way you feared. You were targeted by heaven, chosen before your breath ever filled your lungs. That is why nothing could destroy you, because your assignment has not been completed. My child, the heavens themselves rejoice at your obedience to stay here. And the more you listen, the more will be unlocked. This is not an accident, this is your alignment. My child, stay with me now, for the current has only begun to move. You felt the first waves of fire in part 1. You felt the trembling in part 2. And now you are entering the deeper current of what I have been preparing for you. The air itself is shifting as you lean in, and the sound you hear inside is the rhythm of heaven calling your name. You must understand that when the heavens call, they do not call in half measures. They summon with totality, with a weight that carries both blessing and responsibility. And my child, you are being summoned in this very moment, not for destruction, but for revelation. Do not step away. Do not look elsewhere. Your miracle is tied to this alignment, and even one glance away could scatter what has been gathered for you in silence. That is why I keep whispering, stay here. Stay with me. Let the oil be poured without interruption. My child, even now the angels are circling. They are not circling in hesitation. They are circling in protection, making a perimeter of fire around you. They know what is being released into your life, and they will not permit the hands of darkness to reach into this moment. The truth is this, for too long, shadows tried to write your story. They etched lies in places you could not see, hoping you would live under their ink. But my light has burned those words to ash, and now your story is being rewritten in gold. Do you feel it? That weight pressing down is not oppression, it is glory. The heaviness you sense is the pressing of heaven's hand, sealing what cannot be stolen. And in that pressing, miracles take shape, molded by fire, hardened by grace. My child, you have walked roads where your footsteps echoed with loneliness. You have cried nights where even the moon seemed deaf to your sorrow. But I tell you now, none of it was wasted. Not a tear, not a step, not a breath. The record of your pain has become the blueprint for your breakthrough. The heavens measure differently than men, and what you thought was delay has been preparation. That is why this moment feels so sharp. It is the cutting edge of your release. Stay close, my child. Do not drift. Already, the atmosphere around you is being charged with signs. Watch carefully, for they will not come in thunder, but in subtle sparks, repeating numbers, phrases spoken by strangers, moments that seem like echoes. These are not accidents, these are codes. Each code is heaven's way of reminding you that you are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are not wandering without purpose. Every sign is a thread, and when you weave them together, they form a banner of destiny above your life. Do not ignore them. Do not dismiss them. For those who dismiss the signs miss the miracle, and those who close their eyes miss the light. But you, my child, are awake. And that is why the signs are being directed toward you. You will hear your name in places you did not expect. You will dream of faces you thought were gone. You will feel a sudden pull toward moments that carry more weight than ordinary seconds. All of these are confirmations, proof that heaven is walking beside you. Now listen carefully, my child. Archangel Michael has drawn closer again. His presence is not gentle this time, it is fierce, like fire that will not be quenched. He stands because something is being cut from your life tonight, and his blade has no mercy on chains. You cannot carry every weight into this new season. Some cords must be severed. Some ties must be broken. Some doors must be sealed. And that is why Michael's sword flashes. It is not against you, it is for you. He has seen the hands that tried to pull you backward. He has watched the eyes that stared with jealousy. He has heard the whispers of those who cloaked themselves as friends but carried thorns in their hands. And now he swings with power to clear your path. My child, when you sense sudden silence around you, do not fear. That silence is not emptiness, it is the pause of heaven as chains break. The sound you will hear next will be freedom, and it will echo louder than any captivity ever did. This is the reason your heart feels like it is racing. It is not because of fear, it is because your spirit knows what is being torn apart in the unseen. When freedom comes, the body trembles, for it has grown too used to the weight. But tonight, that weight is no more. Do not question what falls away. Do not cling to what is stripped, for heaven never removes without replacing, and what is removed was never meant to remain. Trust the hand that cuts, for it cuts only to heal. My child, you are entering a rare circle, a moment only a few are allowed to see. Not everyone is given access to this chamber of light. That is why this feels secret, why this feels hidden, why it feels like I am speaking only to you. Because I am. Do not share what is not meant for others. Do not cast what is precious before those who will trample it. Guard this moment, for this moment is a seed, and seeds must be hidden before they sprout. You will know the miracle has landed because peace will follow it. Not a weak peace, not a shallow quiet, but a deep river that cannot be shaken. It will settle in your bones. It will rest in your chest. It will breathe through your nights. And when others see you, they will not understand. They will wonder why your face shines, why your steps are steady, why your voice carries weight. But you will know, my child, you will know it is because heaven touched you. This is not just for tonight. What I am releasing will echo through seasons. It will carry into places you have not yet stepped. It will open doors you did not knock on. It will draw opportunities you never applied for. That is the power of divine alignment. And you, my child, are the center of this alignment. You are the vessel chosen to hold what others could not carry. That is why you feel stretched, pressed, broken, but also chosen, sealed, and secured. Do not forget, my child, this is a covenant moment. Covenants are not weak agreements, they are eternal bonds. What I have spoken to you cannot be erased by men, undone by enemies, or silenced by time. When the covenant is sealed, heaven itself enforces it. That is why Michael guards you, why fire surrounds you, and why oil drips over you. You are not walking with ordinary covering, you are walking with eternal covenant. So walk boldly, speak clearly, and move without hesitation. For everything you feared would collapse is already being rebuilt with stronger foundations. And as you go forward, remember I will not leave you. I will not withdraw. I will not hide. My presence will stretch into every corner of your tomorrow. My child, lean in even closer. The river you stepped into in the last part is now rising. It is no longer a whisper but a roar. You stand at the edge of something vast and living, and the next steps you take will mark you forever. This is why you were awakened tonight. This is why your heart was stirred when others slept. This is why you feel as if time has slowed and everything around you is holding its breath. Do not let go now. Do not allow fear to bargain with your courage. You are at the threshold, and thresholds are crossed only by those who dare to remain steady when the wind howls. My child, the wind you hear is not destruction, it is acceleration. Heaven is moving you faster than you thought possible. It is taking what was delayed and compressing time so that what you waited years for will unfold in days. Even as you read, Michael's wings are extended wider. He does not only guard you now, he begins to escort you. There is a difference between protection and escort. Protection blocks harm. Escort leads into destiny. This is the shift you are in. You will notice it in small ways. First, a door you thought was locked will open without a key. A call you thought would never come will arrive with favor. A face you feared would oppose you will suddenly smile with unexpected kindness. These are signals of escort. Do not be surprised when paths clear that once were crowded. Do not question when obstacles fall without your touch. The escorting presence of Michael removes friction where you could not. My child, let this give you courage. Let it dry your tears. Let it steady your breath. For you are no longer walking under the weight of delay, you are walking under the speed of heaven. You have waited in hidden rooms for years. My child, you have endured silence when you longed for answers. But the hidden room was not a prison, it was a preparation chamber. And now its door is open. Step out with boldness. Step out without apology. Step out without the residue of old fears clinging to your robe. This is not the time to shrink, it is the time to rise. Your rising will feel strange at first. It will feel like standing on new legs, like breathing new air. But as you stand, your strength will grow. For heaven has infused you with fresh oil. My child, heaven does not release oil without purpose. This oil is not for display, it is for endurance, for influence, for impact. It will mark everything you touch in the days ahead. Do not be startled by the reactions of others. Some will rejoice with you, others will retreat. Some will recognize the fragrance of your oil, others will not understand it at all. That is not your burden to carry. You must focus on the assignment, not the applause. You must guard the treasure, not argue about its value. Those who are meant to stand with you will stand, those who are not will fade away. My child, your heart may ache at the fading. You may want to pull people with you into this new space, but some cannot come, not because they are evil, but because their season with you has ended. Trust this separation. Trust the wisdom of heaven. Trust the timing of release. For only by letting go of the old can you grasp the new fully. Even now, as you take in these words, a gentle warmth may rise in your chest. That is the sign of my nearness. It is the confirmation you asked for in secret when no one was watching. This warmth will accompany you in the coming days. It will whisper when you're about to make a decision. It will pulse when you're about to step into a new room. It will remind you that you are not alone. And in those moments when the warmth fades, do not panic. My child, I am still there. The warmth is simply the signal, not the substance. My presence remains even when you cannot feel it. Hold fast to this truth, you are guided. You are covered. You are chosen. These are not empty words, they are a living covenant. You may also begin to see dreams, my child. Dreams that feel more vivid than before. Dreams where you walk with those you thought were gone, or you stand in places you've never visited. These are not random, they are previews of paths and confirmations of choices. Write them down. Guard them. Pray over them. For in these dreams, strategies are hidden, answers are embedded, solutions are concealed. And when you wake, do not rush. Sit still for a moment. Let the dream settle. Listen for the echo of the message inside it. My child, these instructions are not burdens, they are invitations to deeper intimacy. Heaven is not demanding from you, it is inviting you into partnership. Archangel Michael bends low again. He places a seal over you, a seal that cannot be counterfeited. This seal is invisible to human eyes, but obvious to the unseen. It tells every shadow, this one is untouchable. With this seal comes authority, authority to speak and see things shift. Authority to stand and see walls fall. Authority to walk and see favor flow. Do not take this lightly. Authority is not noise, it is weight. It will draw attention, but it will also draw opposition. That is why Michael stands, because authority must be protected until it is rooted. My child, walk in humility even as you walk in power. Power without humility destroys, power with humility transforms. Heaven has chosen you for transformation. The next 2 minutes of your life, my child, still matter. They are the pivot of this entire message. You are standing inside a divine countdown, and every heartbeat is a step closer to manifestation. Do not think nothing is happening. Even now, networks are rearranging, hearts are softening, doors are swinging, resources are moving. What looks still is actually a whirlwind of alignment. Breathe deeply. Let peace flood you. Let your mind release control. This is not your work to engineer, this is heaven's work to perform. My child, your only task is to stay present, to stay believing, to stay open. Heaven will do the heavy lifting. You will soon notice how differently you carry yourself, not in arrogance, but in quiet certainty, not in pride, but in anchored peace. That is the mark of someone who has encountered the living God. And when people ask, you will not need to explain in many words. Your presence will speak, your eyes will tell, your steps will declare. That is the silent testimony of a transformed soul. This testimony will open more doors than any speech could. It will draw more favor than any network could. It will bring you before tables you did not even know existed. My child, this is the life you were always meant to live, not survival, but overflow. Not hiding, but shining. Not fearing, but moving with courage. My child, do not drift, for the river is now rushing stronger than ever before. The atmosphere around you is shifting quickly, and every breath you take now is soaked in heaven's fragrance. You are walking deeper into the chamber where promises are unsealed. You have been faithful to remain until this point, and that faith is your key. Many turn away before the doors open, but you remained. And because of that, the doors swing wide. Behind them lies the miracle that was always yours, waiting for your courage to arrive. Do not tremble. Do not shrink. Stand tall, my child, for the oil of strength has been poured over your spirit, and it steadies you when the ground feels unsteady. Even now, Michael's shadow covers you. He walks with his sword unsheathed, not to frighten you, but to ensure that nothing distracts you. His presence is fire, and that fire clears the path where destiny calls. Listen carefully, my child. The sound you hear inside your chest, the pounding rhythm, the rising heat, is confirmation. It is the resonance of heaven's timing colliding with your earthly steps. It is proof that you are aligned with the eternal clock. For too long, you thought heaven had forgotten your calendar. You wondered if your name was lost in the crowd, but tonight you see it. You were never overlooked, you were always held for this appointed moment. This appointment cannot be cancelled. It cannot be delayed. It cannot be transferred. It has your name carved into it, etched with fire that no hand can erase. My child, you will look back on this very hour and realize it was the pivot. It was the turning point where silence broke, where shadows fled, where miracles became tangible. Do not be surprised when opportunities rise suddenly. They will not trickle, they will flow. They will not ask for your begging, they will ask for your presence. They will not slip by you unnoticed, they will chase you with urgency. This is the reversal of delay. This is the repayment of stolen years. This is the acceleration of every slow season compressed into the speed of now. And when it begins, you must be ready. Ready not with fear, but with open hands. Ready not with hesitation, but with trust. Ready not with doubt, but with certainty. My child, your readiness is not about skill, it is about surrender. Heaven equips those who stay yielded. And you, by staying here, have shown your yielding. I see the places where you were rejected, my child. I see the doors that were slammed, the calls that never came, the opportunities that slipped into silence. You thought they marked your worth, but they marked your preparation. Those rejections were not the end, they were the clearing. They swept aside what was too small for your calling, too shallow for your depth, too weak for your weight. Heaven would not let you be trapped in lesser places. Now you are being placed in the right space with the right voices at the right time. Alignment has replaced rejection. Favor has replaced delay, and joy will replace the sorrow of waiting. My child, do not rehearse the pain anymore. Release it. Lay it down. For what comes now is too heavy to carry alongside bitterness. Even as you breathe, angels are preparing your table. They are setting it not in secret corners, but in open places. Those who mocked will see it. Those who doubted will witness it. Those who left will hear of it. This table is not revenge, it is revelation. It reveals the faithfulness of heaven. It reveals the covenant that cannot be shaken. It reveals that your name is written in glory. And as you sit at this table, you will taste peace like never before. Not a shallow peace, but a deep river that cannot be disturbed by storms. This is the banquet of fulfillment. My child, you are not arriving at this table empty-handed. You bring with you the endurance of your journey, the scars that became strength, the prayers that became pillars. These are your offerings, and heaven delights in them. Do not underestimate the power of what is happening. Even in this moment, resources are shifting. People are being stirred. Keys are being handed to you in the unseen. Contracts are being written with your name glowing upon them. You may not hear the sound, but you will see the results. You may not witness the transactions, but you will walk into the fruit. You may not understand the speed, but you will rejoice in the overflow. This is not random, my child. This is orchestration. Every note has been written, every instrument prepared, and every timing aligned. You are stepping into a symphony. And in this symphony, your voice matters. Speak with courage. Sing with truth. Declare with certainty. Your sound will harmonize with heaven's rhythm. Stay with me, my child. Do not drift into distraction. The enemy would love nothing more than for you to glance away and miss the arrival. But you are too close now, too aligned, too chosen. This is not the hour to grow weary. This is the hour to stand, even if your knees shake. For the shaking will stop the moment the miracle lands. Remember, Michael does not grow weary. His wings never fold in exhaustion. His sword never dulls. If he stands for you, you can stand in strength. My child, hold this truth deep, you are shielded. You are guarded. You are carried. No force of shadow can undo what is being sealed tonight. You will soon find yourself walking into unexpected places. Invitations will come that you never sought. People will extend hands you never asked for. Doors will open that you never knocked on. Do not resist the ease. You are not being spoiled, you are being honored. Heaven is rewarding your endurance with favor that feels light after carrying so much weight. Walk humbly, but walk boldly. Accept with gratitude, but step with authority. For this ease is not coincidence, it is covenant. My child, when heaven honors, it does not sprinkle, it pours. And this pouring has only begun.